Hey guys, it's Liz with Reese Mortgage, and I am here with Tracy and Shep of Shep Studio. They are a salon in Provo, Utah. So thank you guys so much for doing this. This is really exciting.
Of course.
Okay, so tell me about yourselves. How long has Shep Studio been in business?
So we have been open since August 8th, 2001. So we've been here for about 18 years.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. That's so cool. What services do you guys provide here at the salon?
So we really focus on cutting and coloring hair. That's our main. We do a little bit of bridal hair, but we really decided when we opened that we wanted our focus to be a little more narrowed and a little more specialized. So we've just stayed with cutting and coloring.
Okay, awesome. So do your stylists have, you have coloring stylists, you have cutting stylists? Is that how
so we have most of our stylists cut and color, but we have 3 that specialize in cutting. They do that, and then we have 2 that specialize mostly in coloring, but they cut as well. So there's kind of a mix. I always tell people to find what they really love and get really good at it. So yeah.
And you guys are married.
You're married.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
19 years.
19 years.
Yeah.
I love the husband-wife duo of a small business. So what are your roles in the business?
So my role is basically I work behind the chair every day, and I'm really involved with the education here, and I think training and all of that, and then I do the payroll. I place the product orders a lot of the time, but really we kind of work together. I don't think husband-wife teams are always a good idea, but I think it works really wonderful for us because we really split our strengths. So areas where Tracy's really strong, maybe I'm not as strong, and I think we're not really competing with each other when we're at work. We're more working together, and I think that's really what helps even our relationship at work.
I love it. And so what do you do?
So my role's kind of grown over the years. As our children have gotten older, I've been here more and more. Now I'm full-time. And so he used to do everything by himself, and as the business has gotten bigger, he wasn't able to do everything that he needed to do. So I've slowly come in and taken on more and more responsibility. So I like to say that I'm the manager, which is kind of silly, but I run the front desk. So I work behind the front desk about 30 hours a week, and then I do everything that he cannot do or that just doesn't have time to do. And so I do all the color ordering. I'm in charge of all of that kind of stuff. I do all the errands, anything that needs to be done outside of the salon. When I'm not in the salon, I take care of all of that kind of stuff. So I deal a lot more with employees, I feel like, than he does. If they have a big problem, we usually schedule a meeting and we both meet with them, but a lot of the day-to-day stuff is handled.
Right. Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah. I like to think that we have different strengths, and that's why we work well together as a couple. But
yeah. Well, I think that's great, and I love that about your salon, that this is your passion, you found what you love, and you have this great business sense also, because I think people can have a passion about things, but then not know how to run a business, and so I think that's what makes your salon so successful.
I honestly think the best way to learn how to run a business is to own a business. I mean, this company has been kind of baptism by fire a lot. We've learned a lot over the 18 years, and I think when we first opened, we had pretty big dreams and goals, but we didn't really know exactly where it was going to go. And so over the years, we've just been able to kind of figure things out as we've gone.
Right. So did you start out small? We obviously all started out small, right? How has this grown? Because you said it's grown over the years.
Oh yeah, for sure. We started out with 1 employee, added another employee, and then the space, our building was quite small. We had 600-700 square feet. We've always been in the same building, but we've gotten to take over more and more of it. Now we have close to 2,000 square feet of cutting floor and coloring floor, and then we have 1,000 square feet, would you say, about 800,000 square feet for education. So
We probably have about 4,000 square feet total.
Yeah, we even measured it.
Yeah, and we've got 25 chairs, and we started with 3. So,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
and I think honestly that's been the secret to our success is like starting small and working our way up.
Because we couldn't have handled the building and an employee base this big like we do now if we would have opened our doors.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I think we would have been forced maybe to hire people that we didn't feel were right for our culture because we just needed to pay the rent.
Sure.
And so this has really enabled us to really kind of hire the right people and train them and be a little more patient with the progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are super good at your job, you're very passionate. Did you always want to be a hairstylist? Like, what was that process?
So I never wanted to be a hairstylist, and my, well, to be honest, it's not that I never did, it was just something I never thought about. Like,
Sure.
growing up, you know, we went to a barber in the basement of his house and got our hair cut, and it was nothing more than a haircut. And it wasn't really an experience aside from, you know, going with my dad and my brothers that really stuck out to me at all. And so it just wasn't really something that was ever in the thoughts. But, you know, most of my family's in the medical field, and as I was kind of embarking on that path, I discovered that maybe that wasn't what I really wanted to do. And I was dating a girl, not Tracy, that was a hairdresser, and just through that, like, and seeing and being exposed to the industry, I just thought that it looked like something that I would really enjoy. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how it started.
So did you go to school around here?
Went to school at Vaughan Curtis Academy, which it was just a local school, and you know, got licensed, and then I worked at a couple different salons, and I think we opened the salon here about 3 years into the career. So
Yeah. So what's your favorite part? Since you've discovered that
geez.
you liked it and you've stuck to it and you've built this great thing, what's your favorite part?
You know, I think there's a million favorite parts, honestly. And for me, a big part of it is that I love people, and so I think over the years, just developing and building the relationships with people, and then also, you know, the art part of it, the creative part, the architecture of haircutting, you know, and then being able to help mentor and grow a team and people. So I think it's hard to totally narrow in and say this is my favorite part, but I think there's a lot of my favorite parts. And then, you know, we have 2 teenage daughters, and they're both a part of our company as well. Grace, our oldest, is apprenticing here, so she's getting her license, and then Ava is kind of everything, like she cleans and she really helps out. And so for us as parents, it's been really awesome also to have a business that we can make it more of a family business as well.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
How's it working with your Well, so Grace is apprenticing, so
Yeah.
she's here full time. Is that
She
what
is
that
here
means?
full time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really great, sometimes it's hard. I mean, I think a lot of things are exposed, like things that we haven't taught her maybe in the home, that we now have this opportunity to teach her in her business. But it's great. Now that she's moved out, I get to see her all the time, so
Yeah.
we enjoy that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite haircut? Like someone comes in with long hair and they're like, chop it off. I need a piece of
Yeah.
haircut.
you know, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I always laugh because people over the phone, like, will they give me suggestions? I'm like, are you kidding me? My stylists love to tell you what kind of hair you should have for your face shape and whatnot. I think that's one thing we really specialize in, not haircuts, but like a custom, like this is the way it should be for you, you know, kind of thing. That's one thing I love. We had a transformation the other day. A girl came in, had longer hair, and it was kind of more of a bob, and she was dancing in this very spot, jumping up and down. It was really fun to see. I mean, that happens all the time, so.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you guys have people come from like travel to come here to get their haircut. So what is the furthest away that somebody comes to? Like they come into town so you can cut their hair?
So you know, we do have a lot of people that come from distances, and you know, obviously they're not coming just for their haircut. They're coming. But however, we do have a really special family that lives in Dallas, and they literally fly here, drive down, get their haircut, drive back, and fly home in the same day. And so they're just a really great family.
One Saturday just yesterday we had a professor from Oxford University in England. She comes 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Gets her haircut.
And gets her haircut. Is she coming?
She's coming to visit family, but she always comes and gets her haircut.
Right.
Lady from Abu Dhabi. We've got regular clients from Chicago and North Carolina and Southern California. So people come from all over.
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, we have a really unique area. There's a lot of families here, and then just with the college, 2 colleges. We have people that will get their education, come to the salon, and then leave and then come back and get their haircut, which is really fun.
So what is it about your salon? Like that to me seems really unique. I mean, I realize I don't have a lot of salon experience, but that seems really unique to me that people would come. That you have made such an impression on them that even if they're coming, like I come to visit my family here, right? And so I could come. You know, what is it about your salon you think that brings people? What about the experience?
So honestly, I think one thing that we have discovered over the years is that the haircut and the color is really important. And obviously, you're not going to keep people coming back if you're not doing great work. But I think what makes our salon so special is actually the relationship part of it, and I think, you know, that people genuinely look forward to coming and having the experience. And you know, we really our big focus, especially today, which I feel is something that's really lacking in a lot of companies, is creating the experience for people. You know, making sure, we call it door-to-door service, making sure that we're serving them from the second they walk in the door till the second they leave. And
so what does that mean? What does that look like? Like I'm coming in for a haircut. What is
so for us,
so our systems, we have systems for all of that.
So we have systems for everything that we do, and the importance of that is that as we hire and train new people, it keeps our experience very consistent. No matter who's operating the systems, no matter who's, you know, coming and going, it just makes sure. But what it really looks like is, you know, we want to make sure that when somebody walks in our door, we're greeting them right away, and they're not standing there, you know, looking, and that's everybody's responsibility. If Tracy's on the phone or if other people are tied up, I'll step away from a haircut to go over and greet somebody, because that's just really important. You know, taking their coat, hanging it up for them. I think making sure that we get it when they're done with the service, and holding it while they put their arms back into it. You know, getting them a drink, making sure they're comfortable. You know, and then I think really trying to connect with them, and you know, asking them questions about them and who they are, and I think that's truly what keeps people coming back. Yeah.
Well, I think some of our guests have supported us for 15, 18 years, and we have a lot of people that have become even just part of our family. There's very few people you see every 6 to 10 weeks, you know, on a consistent basis for that long.
Yeah. Well, Shep cuts my mom's hair, and I think Shep spends more time with my mom in a year than I do, honestly.
Well, I mean, I've broken the news about like pregnancies in your family, and you know, so I think I've known some things before your mom has known them, and you get really close to people, and it's amazing. Like, you see people through their best times of their life, and sometimes you see them through their worst or their more difficult times in life, and I think that's a really special experience that we're able to have with people that kind of makes what we do unique in a lot of ways.
I think you're right. I always think about that woman that you told me about, that she was dying and she came in for like
it was really hard, but
her last haircut. And, you know, like that really is a touching thing, I think.
There's been a lot of that actually.
We got sometimes a lot of haircuts right before chemotherapy. Done that.
Or right before people pass. I mean, and you know, I mean, it's just that tangible. Like, you know that it's their last haircut, and but yeah, it's cool for sure.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier about how important education is for you. So, you know, as a person who doesn't cut hair, I would have just thought, go to hair school and then you get hired in a salon and then you cut hair, you know. But I know from being, you know, your friend that there's a lot more to it, and education is really important to your salon. So how do you incorporate that into your company's culture?
So you're right. It's totally invaluable, and a lot of people come to work here because of the education. But you know, we close the shop for every Wednesday from 9 to 11, and the entire team we have education together. And
so do you always teach her?
No, we actually have a team of people. So we have a couple of us teach hair cutting and a few teach hair color. And then, you know, and that's really important because really our business operates almost on like a mentorship program. So it's great to have the whole team and have the more senior stylists really impacting the skill sets of the younger stylists. And then on top of that, we have a lot of guest artists come in, and I mean, we get like absolute top-notch people from around the world, London, Quebec, Canada, all over the country that come here and teach us. And you know, we're affiliated with some amazing product brands, Davines and Orbe, and they're really a big part of a lot of the education that happens here. So yeah, we try to do regular. I think the thing is being consistent with whatever you do. And you know, we have up on the glass over there, we have our 7 elements of success, and those are the 7 things that we really focus on here, and education is one of those.
Okay. What are the other 6?
So culture, passion, education, cleanliness, team, guests. I should have just started at the top. I have them memorized, and I really feel like, you know, we put them on the glass because we want our guests to know when they walk in what we're about. You know, cleanliness is a big thing here.
Yeah.
And you know, it does hold us accountable. If you walk in our door and you look around and it's cluttered, it doesn't look great, then clearly we're not living up to who we say we are as a company, and that's really important. So it's a reminder to us, it's a reminder to our guests when they walk in who we are as a business.
Are you guys hiring?
Always. I always say that we're looking for the right people, someone that we feel that we can mentor, that we can learn from. Yeah, we're always hiring.
Do you hire, do you find most of your people just right outside of beauty school, or do you hire more seasoned people, or is it just
we hire mostly? Yeah, we hire mostly out of school because we have an assisting program. So we do a lot of training. Your education is, like you said, it's not over after school, and there's actually a lot that needs to be learned. So we usually hire people directly from the schools, and then anyone we do hire goes through our assisting program, no matter how long we've worked in the industry.
Really?
Yeah. So we have one girl that had worked in a salon in San Diego, and she's been with us about 6 months now.
No, she's been here for about a year, I'd say.
Okay, almost a year. Yeah. And she's been assisting as well, so she's been learning from the bottom up here.
Yeah. So how many employees do you guys have right now?
I would say we have between 12 and 16. That's usually the best number for us.
Right now we have about 12. I think there's room to grow.
We have a new girl starting at the end of the month.
Yeah, we just hired a couple new people.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, awesome. So is there anything you want to highlight that your company does that you want to share with everybody? Is there anything special that you guys do in your community, or I don't know, you were talking about, I forget the name of
So
it.
it's In Circle. We work with, it's a local nonprofit group that works with the LGBT community, especially in youth. And every year, well, the past like 2 years, I believe, we've done like back to school haircuts where we close the salon down and they send us a group of kids, and we do, usually they're transformation haircuts. They're not just usually little trims. And it's been really fun. The stylists get really involved. You know, we help them pick out some great products that they can take with them just to kind of start the year off right. And we've had some mothers that have come with their kids, and I don't know, it's been a really great thing. We're definitely this year trying to find some other things. We kind of started last year out with some gifts to our staff, like that were health and wellness, things that help them, and we want to focus on that more in the community, how we can bring the health and wellness to the community as well. So,
Very cool. Well, so if people want to come here, how do they make an appointment? Go online, give you a call, like
so
share
they
your
can
phone
book
number?
through our app.
we have an app, Shep Studio app in the store.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because we will get appointments booked at like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know,
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
the salon's not open, it's really helpful. And then people call all the time. I think if you ever have any questions, I have people all the time to ask, you know, what services we offer are just the best fit. I mean, we do have quite a few stylists, and like I said before, I encourage them all to find something that they love. I have a girl that's really amazing men's haircuts, and another girl that really loves like shorter bobs. And so if I can get a little bit of information over the phone, I'd like to put people in the right stylist. Yeah, I think that's really important.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your phone number? So
Do
that they
you
want to call.
want it?
You got it.
Okay, so it's 801-373-4085.
Okay,
Or
awesome.
shepstudio.com. Yeah.
You just hit Shep Studio in your cell phone.
Yeah.
In your
Yeah,
contacts,
Shep
you know.
Studio, that's right.
Yeah.
It's like two really
Yeah,
best.
that's great. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
I like really, really appreciate
Oh,
it.
of
It
course.
means a lot to me that you guys did this with me. So anyway, best of luck to you. I'm super proud of all the things that you guys have done. It's really been awesome to see you grow from your little basement salon to like this amazing space. So anyways,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my videos. If you need help with your purchase, refinance, cash out, reverse mortgage, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'm here for you. I am licensed in California and Utah, so I hope to talk to you soon.